The Houston Rockets making their way off the bus in anticipation of tonight's game. The city of New Orleans, really a sight to see and a wonderful place to visit. We're happy to be here tonight. Welcome, folks, to what promises to be a great Tuesday night of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg and our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. And a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. You look at Denver. They couldn't hold their position this week, but remain in the top 10.
And when I look at the Pelicans, they've come out with a vengeance. I don't care what anyone said about them or their chances to start the year. Now let's see if they can maintain this momentum.
And as things get ready to roll, let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's on the sideline. David?
Kevin, thank you. Brandon Ingram is an all-star talent, but then again, this is what he expected would happen. He said, confidence got me this far. Even with my build, I always had it. I think I have greatness in me, and I'm not going to stop until I'm the best. He certainly is well on his way to fulfilling that prophecy, Kevin.
Tremendous, David. Thank you for that. Well, here we are, Clark, at the midway point of the season. Lots of guys banged up. Is it hard to decide for a player when to play through an injury and when to sit?
Yeah, you know, so many factors to consider there, Kevin. I mean, is the injury going to get worse by you trying to play? Is it a matter of pain tolerance and you won't do any additional damage? So that's the delicate dance you're trying to figure out when you're considering playing while not being 100%. The biggest one to me is obviously, is it a long-term impact if you continue to play?
Here's the starting group for Houston. We've got Green. Dennis Schroeder is out there with Porter. And there's Chris. And it's Şengün in at the 4 slot. And for New Orleans, we've got Nance. Brandon Ingram's out there with McCollum. Then there's Williamson. And it's Valanciunas in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And so the Houston Rockets get the first points of the ball game. Back to Valanciunas. It's stolen by Schroeder. And it's Houston on the break. Zion Williamson grabs the miss. And so it's Williamson who brings up the ball for the Pelicans. McCollum dishes to Williamson. And it's blocked. Pull-up jumper. Porter, no luck. Ingram outside. Williamson outside. Back to Ingram. He kicks it to Williamson. Pass to McCollum. Shot clock at 5. Beyond the arc. The Rockets pull it in. Last time they met in Houston.
Well, last time out, they got the win in large part because of the play of their bench, and they provided a lot of the scoring punch.
Yeah, and you know what? I expect them to go deep into the bench again tonight to give those guys on the bench a chance to have an expanded role, but also to give those starters some rest.
And for Dennis Schroeder, playing in the NBA was a promise fulfilled to his dearly departed father.
Greg, how about this? As a young man, he swore to his dad that he'd make it, and after his dad's passing, Dennis discovered a note from his dad encouraging him to continue to follow his dream.
First one falls for him.
Boy, the shifty, quick-footed Schroeder is a great weapon to have. Whether he's starting or coming off the bench, he's a very effective player.
Schroeder hits them both.
Already a very confident player. Knocking down those free throws only fuels that.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Nance passes to McCollum. Back to Nance. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
And I like that play. Nance on the roll, great athleticism, tough to defend.
The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. McCollum against Schroeder. And the rejection by Valanciunas. Ingram against Porter. And Ingram with the basket on the assist from Valanciunas. And this game is tied up now. And so here is Houston. Schroeder outside. Outside, Green. Sinks the three-pointer.
And, you know, we all know Schroeder can score now, but they're a nice assist to his wide-open teammate.
Nance outside. Ingram outside. Out to the wing. Williamson from long range. Chris with the rebound. Rockets leading by 3. Outside, Green. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It goes on Brandon Ingram.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Definitely saved a layup with that foul, and he'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
First free throw is good.
And the first thing you notice about Green, the next level athleticism, incredible burst off the dribble, and makes smooth adjustments midair.
Both free throws good from Green. And one can only imagine what Green will be like, Greg, with a little time.
Still refining his shot release, still working on getting others involved. But we haven't seen a two-guard into the league with this much potential in quite some time.
And then slams it in.
Outstanding decision-making by Ingram there, working it to the open man. Really good possession.
And it's Schroeder with the ball. He brings it up for the Rockets. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. And the pass to Şengün. Now Chris. And the rejection by Valanciunas.
Excellent use of size there by Valanciunas. Reaching out and just swatting that shot away.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Houston in the lead. Porter double team. Outside, Green, all alone. And it's good off the back rim and in. Green's got 7 points.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Now here's Ingram. 35 points for him last game against Houston.
And he also dominated the glass out there. He hit the boards hard and often.
Just 5 on the clock. Williamson. Valanciunas trying to free himself up. The shot that time, not on target. Rockets leading by 3. And there's the foul. It's on Jalen Green. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Excellent example of toughness and physicality on defense. Got his nose right in the middle of things and made a play.
The Pelicans have gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game off. Pass to Nance. McCollum outside. The 3. Now in the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
And there's the steadiness to McCollum's game. He's going to contribute from deep almost every game. It's becoming a given.
And here's Schroeder. Coming in off a 12-point game his last outing. Rebounded by Valanciunas. New Orleans has gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game.
Offensively, McCollum sees the floor well. Not surprised to see him spot the open teammate.
Rockets have gotten 3 of 8 shots to fall for them here in the first quarter. To the paint. Here's Green. Tries again. And the rejection by Valanciunas. McCollum outside. Passes it to Valanciunas. Inside. Here's Ingram. Valanciunas trying to free himself up. And Ingram with the basket on the assist by Williamson. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Pelicans.
Well, in the first half of play, they're closing out aggressively, blocking shots. A key indicator of their activity on the defensive side.
Something else they've done right so far from the get-go tonight is run. I mean, so much of their offense has come off the fast break.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
When you look at Zion Williamson's impressive scoring output, what also strikes you, Greg, is his field goal percentage.
Yeah, I mean, this guy hits at just around 60%. Safe to say Zion isn't wasting many looks. He just attacks inside where few men can slow him down.
And he knocks down the first one.
The explosive athleticism of Williamson is so much fun to watch. For a guy his size to move like that, incredible.
Hayes, he's checked in for the Pelicans. And both free throws good for Williamson. Rockets trail by 6. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And Houston calls their first time out of the game. They defeated the Pelicans in their last game.
Yeah, and that one, they caused a lot of misfires with their intensity on the defensive end.
And the hustle they showed on that end was infectious, contagious. I mean, their squad really got after it.
Jones checked in for Williamson. And the Rockets making a change here as well. Martin's checked in for Kevin Porter. Out to the right wing. And the foul on Jonas Valanciunas. That's his first foul. Here's Schroeder.
Boy, this is bad. Tough to watch. I mean, this is really bad. He's stone cold this quarter. Man.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
They sure are. I mean, they've done a terrific job carving out space under the basket and then pursuing the ball. You know, it's one thing to box out, but you've got to pursue the ball if you're going to get rebounds. And they look strong here in the early going.
Jones against Gordon. And Jones sends it back. On offense here are the Pelicans. They're on a 19-7 run. Ingram passes to Valanciunas. That's good, and it's Ingram with the assist. Valanciunas has got his second basket of the game.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Here's Schroeder. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game. Shot from the top of the key, and the rejection by Valanciunas.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
Oh, that's blocked. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pelicans will retain possession. Matthews, he's checked in for Houston. Trey Burke comes in for Dennis Schroeder. McCollum kicks to Hayes. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. Here's Ingram. The Rockets pull it in.
Well, you know he wants that one back. I mean, more often than not, he'll sink that mid-range jumper.
Back to Burke. Outside Gordon for the three. The offensive rebound. A nice shot by Garuba.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Hey, guys standing around spectating. I mean, you got to get in there and get tough.
Now here's McCollum. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against the Rockets in Houston.
And his scoring is going to get most of the attention, but his rebounding also stood out. He did a lot of glass cleaning in that game. Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
No question about it. No flop there. That was a direct shot to the chest.
Rockets trail by 8. And there's a foul. It's on C.J. McCollum. That's his first foul. Burke looking over the floor. Down low. Here's Garuba.
And they've had chances to score inside, just unable to convert.
Yeah, you know, defense or not, good defense or not, those are shots you got to make. I mean, they're missing some easy ones.
Stolen by McCollum. Pass to Ingram. Latrey. Not going to go that time. The Rockets go the other way with it. Gordon with no one around. Misses the three.
Tell you what, the defense was lucky there. I mean, leave him that open from range, he'll typically knock it down.
Ingram finds McCollum. And here's Hayes. Ingram up top. Defended by Gordon. And that one's good. Ingram.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Now, here's Burke. He's guarded by McCollum. Here's Garuba off the left rim and out. New Orleans leading by 10. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Throw good.
McCollum's carved out an impressive NBA career for himself, and I think he's still ascending. He was the 10th pick in the 2013 NBA draft. He's still got plenty of upside.
Another miss by Houston. New Orleans has gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Kicks to Hayes. The pass to Alvarado. Back to Hayes. 6 to shoot. Over Burke. It's rebounded by Houston.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Pretty clear. They're dominating that area. They've come out with a lot more energy and effort so far.
Now here's Matthews. His last outing, he had 8 points. Left side, Martin. It's rebounded by Hayes. Pelicans leading by 13. Now McCollum banked in off the glass. McCollum's got his 3rd basket of the night.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Now here's Burke. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. Devontae Graham's checked in for New Orleans. .136 left here in the first quarter. Here's Burke. Gets the jumper from the corner to fall.
We often talk about Gordon's scoring ability, but there, great feed to an open teammate.
Alvarado. Burke covering. Pass to Graham. Right side Jones. And even 3-on-3 break. And that one's good. Burke.
Well, I love Eric Gordon as a combo guard. He's a multi-talented player who can play either guard position.
Graham against Gordon. Graham surveying the floor. The dish to Jones. Ball's knocked loose. Now here's Burke. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. Pass to Garuba. And Jones sends it back. And so it looks like the Rockets will retain possession here. .26 seconds left in the first. Pelicans leading by 11. Snell, the pass to Graham. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And the defense looks soft early on. They've got to summon up a little more sense of urgency.
Yeah, they've got to do a little more to disrupt their offensive rhythm, too.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
And so it's the New Orleans Pelicans looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. Their defense has been active and effective. We've got more in store for you right after this. Well, in his rookie season, Kevin Porter came off the bench. Now he's in Houston. He's a starter. And he analyzed the change in mentality.
You know, coming off the bench, you kind of have a feel for the game already watching it. And you're starting off. So just got to start fast. And I got to come in ready to play from the jump.
And when Porter gets out to a hot start, Greg, he's shown he's capable of some big nights.
And finding some success with the Rockets, Kevin. Now it's all about consistency and finding ways to win games.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a comfortable margin for the Pelicans here, guys.
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. Setting the floor now for the Pelicans. They've got Zion Williamson. He's out there with Tony Snell. Then there's Devontae Graham. And it's Alvarado in at point.
Really good job there. That's the definition of the inside-out game.
Pass to Graham. Greg, you know a thing or two about being a floor general. It's no longer just a traditional guard role.
Not at all. Now there are point forwards, even point centers, and an offense doesn't have to run through the backcourt anymore. You look at guys like LeBron and Jokic, it's a different game. Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
In the corner, Snell with it. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession. Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Williamson trying to free himself up. Buries the long-range jumper.
And And as we've watched him develop, Zion has steadily improved his passing ability.
2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Burke with it, outside Gordon. Back to Burke. From the top of the key. And, yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. Burke's got 6. For New Orleans, their last game a loss to the Rockets in Houston.
And in terms of intensity, they kind of took the night off. Looked like they were just going through the motions.
Yeah, you know, to me, I agree. They just never looked engaged, which is surprising considering how close the game ended up being.
Now here is Martin. Zion Williamson unable to get his last shot to go. Gordon, the pass to Green. And it's Green with the jam.
Man, what a pass that was there. He really, really relishes making the game easier for his teammates.
There's the pass to Graham. And another 3 for New Orleans.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
Now a timeout called by Houston.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Yeah, you know, just look at the numbers, guys. I mean, they are being taken to the woodshed in the paint.
And the Pelicans making a change here. Nance is checked in. Houston with a big group substitution here. Here's Schroeder, and he slams it one-handed.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
And it's Graham missing.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
And Devontae Graham, a player whose #1 priority is scoring, but Clark, he can create, as we've seen, for others as well.
Yeah, I agree with you, Kevin. I think he's worked on that part of his game really hard. He's got great vision, sees the whole court, really good ball handling ability as well. And he makes a lot of plays with low turnovers.
And so it's New Orleans with it. The Rockets making the shot. To the inside. Here's Nance. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. We've heard the calls for more diversity among head coaches, Greg. With the turnover this offseason came a lot of opportunity.
And Kevin, that's really what it's all about, right? The league's values of diversity and inclusion have been really pushed to the forefront. And I think that's one reason why our game is so popular globally, because it is so inclusive.
The first one falls. Both free throws good from Nance. Rockets trail by 13. Outside Porter. He dishes it to Schroeder. Shoots. Pelicans with the rebound. Williamson's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole, because he is just not there offensively.
And Nance kicks to Green. Oh, Nance in position. Got a hand on it. And here's Schroeder. He has 6. Pass to Chris. And he banks in the layup.
And this is where Chris does a considerable amount of damage. Feels comfortable taking those interior shots.
Now here's Graham. He has 5. To the middle. New Orleans moving the ball around. Nailed from three-point land. Graham's got 8.
Sensational ball movement there. When you pass the ball like that, good things happen.
Here's Schroeder. They trail by 14. That's tipped. To the paint. And New Orleans pushing it up now. Snell dishes to Nance. Kicks to Graham. Passes it to Williamson. Back to Graham. Williamson trying to free himself up. They get it again. Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake.
You know, guys, you can tell he wants to contribute more, but his teammates have picked up the slack for him. That's what being on the team is all about.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. The Houston Rockets are rebuilding. And that's a hard pivot for a team that, until last season, was pursuing titles. The new front office has been candid. It's presented challenges as they look to go young and stack up draft picks. They plan to make constant bets on unproven talent as they build toward the future. Kevin?
All right, David, thank you. There's Schroeder. Zion Williamson making his last shot. Schroeder passes to Porter. Back to Schroeder. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Houston needs to get a shot off. Deep. Porter, no luck. And so it's Williamson with it. He brings it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. 16-point lead, the largest margin in the game. Here's Snell. Graham with the ball. Now guarded by Porter. It's stolen by Green. Nobody near Schroeder. Another miss by Houston.
Misfires again, and the ball just refuses to cooperate with it. It's a tough day so far.
Three-pointer, Snell, good, and the assist goes to Williamson. Williamson's got 3 assists tonight.
Defensively, there was a lack of aggressiveness, and it really made it easy for him to knock that shot down.
Rockets trail by 19. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Now a timeout called by Houston.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
And I think this timeout, guys, is where you draw up some plays that are guaranteed to create some high percentage shots.
And so here is Houston. Here is Porter. He had 19 points in the win against New Orleans. To stop the run. Doesn't go for him. Nance with some nice D. Pelicans leading by 19 points. Inside, Williamson. For just the 4th time today, it is good. That one makes him 4 for 10.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
Outside, Green. He kicks to Porter. Bobbed up there for Green. And it's Williamson with the rebound. Williamson's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Schroeder against McCollum. Great D that time from Dennis Schroeder.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage. No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And, you know, they've got to be careful because this is when the team concept breaks down and guys start playing hero ball.
McCollum passes to Williamson. For 3, Ingram. No good that time. And it's Houston the other way. Green in the post. Nance on him. Chris. Good. And it's Green picking up the assist. Chris has got 5 points in the quarter.
The touch is there. Next comes the consistency. Chris wants to be seen as a threat from deep.
Now here's McCollum. He's got 8. Ingram deciding where to go with it. Just 5 to shoot. C.J. McCollum, and that's good. McCollum's got 11 points.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Now here's Schroeder. He has 6. And Green gets it to go.
And they are absolutely stroking it from beyond the arc.
McCollum outside. New Orleans moving the ball around. Nance outside. Williamson trying to free himself up. McCollum no good. Rockets trail by 18. And it's Schroeder in the corner. Goes up on the wing. And it's Williamson with the rebound. Williamson's got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. Jones kicks to Ingram. This is to Williamson. Pass to McCollum. He's now made half of those 10 shots in the game. That's his 5th basket.
And give McCollum credit. It's big for his confidence when he's able to muscle these shots in.
1:53 left to play in the first half. Schroeder against McCollum. Trying to break that ice-cold streak.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, G.A. He really does put pressure on you.
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
Rockets trail by 18. And a wide-open look for Porter. That one off the back iron and out.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute them because his shot making is not happening right now.
Green passes to Schroeder. Drives to the hoop. Misses from close range. And so it's Williamson with it. He brings it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. Nance, no good. Houston's gone for the three-pointer 7 times here in the second and been successful 3 times. Schroeder with the ball. Now guarded by Ingram. Outside, Green. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. Schroeder's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Pelicans leading by 15. McCollum passes to Williamson. Outside, Jones. Back to Williamson. And here's Ingram from the arc. The Rockets pull it in. And here's the fast break. Porter leading the way. And Green gets it to go. Green's got 19 points.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
McCollum outside. And here's Ingram from the arc. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And so it's the New Orleans Pelicans. 13 points up at the end of the period. They have been sharp from beyond the arc, putting on a terrific 3-point shooting display. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. Jonas, you guys got off to a strong start. How important was it to set the tone early?
You know, we came out with a different energy. We said it's enough to struggle from the start. You know, we got to focus and play good starts.
That is where it all starts. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
C.J. McCollum was on fire in the first half. He had 13 points, 3 assists, and 1 steal. Shaq, what'd you think about what we saw from New Orleans?
They wouldn't be ahead without the numbers they've gotten from the bench, providing major contributions, especially at the offensive end. It's taken a lot of pressure off their starters. What a luxury to have a second unit that can produce.
And Kenny, what do you have to say about the Rockets?
Hey, Ernie, it's not hard to see why they're down at this point. They're not even shooting 35% from the field. they've got to come up with some new wrinkles. If they could create better shots, then they have a better chance.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Well, guys, what can you say? Jalen Green, an impressive effort here today.
And if he can keep shooting from deep like he did in the first half, he's going to be more than a handful.
Yeah, you know what? The defense is going to adjust. They'll be ready for him now, so I'm sure they talked a lot about how to slow him down.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Pelicans leading by 13, so on the floor for Houston. Dennis Schroeder is out there with Kevin Porter. And it's Green, and there's Chris, and it's Şengün in at the four-man position. Williamson with the bucket.
Physical play from Zion, going right through the contact and getting the bucket. And this may not be the juiciest stat you'll ever get, but the development of Brandon Ingram as a free throw shooter early in his career was shocking.
Now here's Porter. Green kicks it over to Schroeder. Shot clock at 5. Over McCollum. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Schroeder's got 10.
Look at the touch on Schroeder's shot there, making that tough mid-range, Jay. Easy, slim pickings.
Greg, as we take a look at Ingram's free throw shooting, he went from a mediocre performer at the line to almost automatic after a few years in the NBA.
And Kevin, it's a testament to the work he's put in. It was an area of his game he had to develop, and he didn't ignore it. And now his aggression on the court pays off with points at the line.
Now here's Schroeder following the miss by C.J. McCollum. And it's Schroeder missing.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Well, guys, they need to do something to reduce this deficit. And we'll see if that's the answer.
90 seconds now into the second half. Green in the post, covered by Nance. McCollum finds Valanciunas and slam dunk by Ingram.
Ingram clearly on the attack there, not allowing the defense to do anything with that dunk.
Rockets trail by 18. Outside, Green. Back to Schroeder. Goes up to the stripe. It's good. Schroeder's got 4 this quarter.
You know, the defense has to be better. I mean, you can't give up that look.
The Pelicans have gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. Nance passes to McCollum. Kicks it to Ingram. To the inside. Valanciunas. That's good, and it's Ingram with the assist. Ingram's got his 5th assist in this one. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Outside, Green. No good on the 3. New Orleans leading by 18. The drive by Williamson. And Williamson throws it down.
You would think someone as big as Zion would have trouble maneuvering around people in the lane, but his handle and change of direction is off the charts.
Here's Schroeder following the score by New Orleans. And there's the drive. The kick out to Porter. A three-pointer, no good. The Pelicans have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the second half. Tremendous efficiency. Williamson, the pass to Nance. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. Porter's running. And oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. McCollum outside. Over Chris. McCollum, no good. And so Green will bring it up for the Rockets. From about 16, another miss by Houston. And for the Pelicans, they're shooting it up around 51%. They're getting good looks. Here's Nance. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
He'll take his third and fourth free throw shots of the game right here. And the first one at the line is good, so it's both teams making substitutions here. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. Rockets trail by 21. Here's Porter. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It goes on Brandon Ingram. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. Free throw good. Porter. Devontae Graham's checked in for Nance. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Pelicans leading by 19. The pass to Hayes. Valanciunas with the ball, covered by Martin. Porter looking it over. And there's the call by the official. They'll count the basket here, following the goaltending call.
Just barely too late and catches it on the way down. He's already in the air there, committed, so can't fault him for going for the block.
The Pelicans have gone 5 of 7 from the field in the third quarter. Let's see if they can keep it up. Graham, the pass to Valanciunas. Count that one. Valanciunas has got 4 points this quarter.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Here's Schroeder after the made shot from Jonas Valanciunas. Now here's Schroeder. He's guarded closely. It's rebounded by Hayes. Hayes has got his 5th rebound in this one.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
Now here's Schroeder. He's got 12. That's tipped. They recover it. Now Graham down low. Here's Valanciunas. It's rebounded by Houston. Martin's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Pass to Gordon. Three-pointer, Graham. And the Pelicans get it back. Valanciunas. Graham, the pass to Alvarado. Clock at 6. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. Passes to Ingram. Another shot. It's rebounded by Houston. Here's Martin. Here he goes. Valanciunas grabs the board. New Orleans leading by 19 points. Here's Alvarado. And that's out of bounds. New Orleans will retain possession. A fantastic mobile 1 block. This one deserves another look.
And guys, they'll think twice about attempting that shot again. That was a big-time rejection.
Matthews, he's checked in for Houston. Trey Burke comes in for Dennis Schroeder. And so it's New Orleans with it. 5 on the clock. Ingram passes to Alvarado. Oh, good on that one.
Look at him, and he's a little hit and miss from there, even without a defender in his face. No guarantee.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Valanciunas. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Good evening, Kevin. Now, the NBA does get high marks for its diversity, but there is some frustration on that front when you look at head coaches and front office positions. All-star Karl Anthony Towns said, men of color deserve a chance to lead a team, run an organization, and make their mark, not just with a jersey on, but with a suit on. Guys?
Thank you, David. Pelicans leading by 19 points. Alvarado. Burke covering. To the paint. Here's Hayes. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
And so it's Houston with it. The Pelicans make their last shot. Inside, here's Garuba, and there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
You know, we can't measure heart. I mean, he's not as big as the other power forwards, but his jumping ability and mindset is incredible.
Now, here's Valanciunas. 8 points for him. And slam dunk by Ingram.
How crazy is Ingram? How ridiculous is Ingram? I mean, just toying with the defense with his ball handling skill.
And so it's Burke who brings up the ball for the Houston Rockets. Well, a lot of teams are going smaller these days, but big man Jonas Valanciunas still earning steady minutes year after year.
Efficient scoring and a presence on the glass. He's able to punish teams inside if they want to play small ball.
To the middle, here's Hayes. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. And there is a whistle, and that's going to go on Jackson Hayes. That is his first foul of the game. Rockets trail by 21. Out to the right wing. Here's Garuba, covered by Hayes. Garuba's shot is off. New Orleans gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Here's Ingram, and slam dunk by Ingram.
Hey, I know Ingram looks a little wispy and light, but his strength is deceptive.
And now we'll get a perspective here on the hustle game, how it's been going for the Pelicans.
Contested shots and block shots. They're bread and butter defensively. They're giving up no easy looks.
Yeah, but also they haven't missed a beat in terms of their fast break game. That's been equally as effective all night long.
You know, in his high school days, Ingram led his team to 4 straight North Carolina State titles. Easy to see why just about every college in the country was lining up to recruit him.
Now, here's Burke. He has 6. Gordon inside. Hayes on him.
And still, he's scoreless. Boy, they could use just a little bit of help from him.
Pass to Valanciunas. Now here's Ingram. He's got 13. Shot clock at 6. Valanciunas passes to Hayes. Matthews, no one around him. Connects from three-point range. Matthews has got 6.
That is his shot, guys. So you can't just give it to him. You've got to get up on him and get into his airspace there.
Now the dish to Ingram. Now the pass to Hayes. Over Burke. Valanciunas trying to free himself up. Hayes, no good. Rockets trail by 21. Here's Gordon. Pelicans with the rebound. Valanciunas has got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done.
He is 0 for his last however many this quarter, guys. Might need to get him out and let him settle down a bit here.
Now here's Jones. No points in the game yet for him. Here's Ingram. Basket made. That gives him 7 field goals in 13 tries.
And the speed Ingram has makes him a nightmare for defenses in pick and rolls. I mean, he constantly keeps them on skates, and wondering what's next.
Now a timeout called by Houston.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Yeah, and that's going to be the focus of this timeout. They need to come up with a spark to get the offense going.
McCollum's checked in for the Pelicans. And a change for the Rockets. Green's checked in. Now here's Burke. He's guarded by McCollum. And the wide open shot from Green. The Rockets with another miss.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Ingram kicks to Valanciunas. He dishes it to McCollum. Pass to Hayes. New Orleans moving the ball around. 5 to shoot. Here's Ingram. Valanciunas trying to free himself up. Second chance shot. He lays it in. Valanciunas has got 10.
Well, he's cooking with grease. He's got things flaming up, looking for an opportunity every time down the floor when he's that hot.
Burke finds Gordon. Now here's Burke. He's tightly guarded. Martin the pass to Green. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Now here's McCollum. Burke covering. McCollum with the ball. 16 points for him. There's the double team with Martin. Near the three-point line, it's Ingram. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Ingram's got 11 in the second half. Houston's gotten the three-point bug tonight. They've taken 15 shots outside the arc. They're 6 of 15. There's 48 seconds left to play in the third. Gordon with it. Now defended by McCollum. And in transition, it's Ingram. Here we go. Ingram can't get that one to fall. And it's Gordon with the ball. He brings it up for the Houston Rockets. Here's Burke. A second chance effort. They get the rebound. The kick out to Matthews. Here's Martin. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Houston shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here. First free throw is good. Porter's checked in for Houston. So he gets them both.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
Yeah, they're making the most of their opportunities at the stripe, and they'll need to keep it up to take the lead.
And here's McCollum. He's got 16. Ingram outside. Jones for 3. Offensive rebound. And oh, he hits the buzzer beater.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
What was really impressive there, though, guys, was that he could have rushed it and panicked, and yet he kept his cool and splashed it.
Brandon Ingram. He's been the guy making things happen for New Orleans. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. Back right after this. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the two-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or two when he needs to.
That's right. I mean, that's not his primary duty, but when the situation calls for it, he can do it and does it well.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. We've got Devontae Graham. Hernan Gomez out there with Tony Snell, and it's Lewis in at the point. So that's the group out there for New Orleans.
And, you know, passes like that go a long way. Terrific teamwork.
All right, Greg, I'm going to put you on the spot. Who do you think right now has the best backcourt in the NBA?
Oh, my goodness. I mean, so many terrific backcourts to choose from. You know, Phoenix has got to be in that conversation with Chris Paul and Devin Booker. But I'll tell you what, with the Splash Brothers healthy and back at it, it's just hard to beat that combination.
And that one misses. Pelicans leading by 23. Here's Nance, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That free throw good from Nance. That one is no good. Rocket shooting 31%, not looking sharp offensively to say the least. Out to Chris. Passes it to Burke. This one for three. That one no good. And New Orleans will go the other way with it. Williamson against Matthews. And stolen by Burke. To the inside. Chris. And Chris throws it down.
And once Chris gets the position he wants, he is throwing it down with a vengeance.
McCollum with the bounce pass. And for the first time in 2021, Clark, we had the full play-in tournament featuring the 7 through 10 seeds. What'd you think of the new format?
I really enjoyed it. I mean, again, part of it was we're coming out of a pandemic, and so we're starving for all things sports, and this added another level of excitement to, I think, the best game in the world, NBA basketball. You had Steph against LeBron and AD. So I think it was a pretty awesome result overall.
And it's Schroeder missing. These guys have had some good motion on offense. Nice assisting.
And when everyone's involved offensively, it has a way of helping you on the defensive side as well. You know, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
First one falls for him. And the Pelicans making a change here. Snell's checked in. And both free throws good for Williamson. And it's Burke with the ball for the Rockets. We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. The kick out to Matthews. Second shot opportunity. They get it back.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
For Houston, they've gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. McCollum against Schroeder. No good, unable to end this run. Well, for New Orleans, shooting with confidence, 50% from the field so far. Back to Nance. It's tipped. Snell finds Williamson. Now McCollum. He's guarded by Schroeder. Nance, right side. Pass to Williamson. And stolen by Chris. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Here's Schroeder, and he bangs it home with one hand.
Schroeder is so quick. He can get to the hoop at will. He's a really dynamic player, especially on the drive.
Ingram outside. Back to McCollum. And he drives in. And, Greg, you were a hard-nosed defender. Would you be frustrated at what they're calling a foul today?
You know, I would based on how I played, but if you grew up in this era, this is just the way the game is, and you have to adapt and adjust, and that's what you're seeing with the players. Guys can defend it every bit as good as they ever have. In fact, I would argue they're better defensively today because they're not allowed to grab and hold. So the league is focused on offense. The fans seem to love it, but at the end of the day, you still got to get after it defensively.
Here's Snell. A putback. Great positioning on the putback.
He's flipped the script here in this half, shooting a much higher percentage from the field.
And there's a foul. It's on C.J. McCollum. That'll be his second foul of the game. And the Rockets making a change here. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Here's Burke. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That one on Nance. And that one falls for Burke. Well, Clark, between the draft and free agency and big mid-season trades, it feels like we rarely see the same team twice season to season.
Yeah, guys move around quite a bit, more so than in the past, Kevin. I don't necessarily know if that's good or bad. It's certainly different. I tend to lean towards guys staying in the same place longer. That would be my personal preference, but the landscape has shifted and changed, and it's overall probably a positive thing for the players.
Now here's McCollum. Dishes it to Williamson. Kicks it out to McCollum. Good, and the assist goes to Williamson. McCollum's got 19 points.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
The Rockets have gotten only 3 of their 9 field goal attempts to go down since the end of the third. Pretty cold down the stretch. Schroeder against Nance. And it's Schroeder missing.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
And Williamson throws it down.
And this is how dominant Williamson can be. Once he finds his rhythm, he's borderline unguardable.
The Rockets shooting just 30% from the field here in the fourth. Here's Burke. Schroeder outside. 6 on the shot clock. Over Williamson. They grab their own miss. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Here's Ingram. A beautiful reverse layup. Ingram's got 7 points here in this quarter.
Making it look so easy right now. Once Ingram catches fire like this, he finds ways to stay hot.
And for Houston, they're shooting around 29% from the floor. A tough night for them all around on the offensive end. To the middle, here's Schroeder. And that time, also a missed shot.
And he's really trying to get them back into it, but the results just have not been there.
Oh, Nance in position. Up high to stop the alley-oop.
And, you know, Ingram isn't just a sensational scorer. He also passes the ball pretty well.
Nance has gone 4 of 6 from the floor here tonight. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Chris passed to Garuba. And the foul on Larry Nance Jr. That'll be his second foul of the game. And last season, All-Stars, Greg, missing 19% of their available games. With the shortened off seasons, are you concerned about the toll it takes?
You are, but this offseason maybe not as painfully short as the last one. And in these tough times, some sacrifices are made, no doubt. Health, perhaps, one of the biggest.
Now, here's Burke driving the lane. A nice shot by Garuba.
Lovely dish by Columbus's own Trey Burke.
New Orleans has gone 3 of 4 from downtown here in the fourth. Ingram passes to McCollum. The pass to Alvarado. And here is Ingram. He's covered by Matthews. Snell kicks to McCollum. Here's Williamson, and Williamson throws it down.
Carving out space with his size. Williamson instantly cashing in on the offensive glass.
Here's Christopher. With the drive. How's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
And the Pelicans with possession here. Following the score by Houston. Kept alive. Out to Ingram. Passes it to Alvarado. They shoot again. And Williamson with the layup. Williamson's got 17 now just in the second half.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Well, once they recognized the advantage they had inside, it made a lot of sense just to continue to attack that area.
Here's McCollum. The Rockets making the shot. Ingram outside. Greg, last season, we saw a lot of opinions about the play-in tournament, especially from players. Where did you fall on that thinking?
Well, I'm going to put on my fan hat right now, Kevin, and I thought it was exciting. I mean, seeing the stakes get raised for those teams that are right on the edge, I think it brings more interest for teams. But if I was still playing, I probably wouldn't like it if I had locked up the playoffs and still had to go play to earn a berth.
Now Lewis. Pass to Alvarado. Back to Lewis. At the top of the key, Hernan Gomez. The pass to Alvarado. 6 to shoot. There's the triple. It's tipped.
Oh, no. He's the last guy you want to put on the line. You can just about book the points every time he steps up there.
First free throw is good. And back in the day, Greg, Allen Iverson got criticized for devaluing practice. Now we've got healthy players sitting out of games. Has load management gone too far, you think?
Not a practice, but a game. We got guys missing games, Kevin. There's no doubt about it. But honestly, I'm really all for load management in this regard. If I owned a team and I had to invest $200 million in a player, I want to do everything I can to prolong my investment. And the reality is we've got our stars playing at unprecedented lengths at higher levels later in their careers. So I'm all for doing what we can to prolong the careers of our very best players.
Here's Christopher. Takes the 13-footer. Will not go. This is off the front iron. They are in complete control.
This is the ultimate definition of the zone. Everything they've done has worked.
Now here's Lewis. It's rebounded by Houston. Martin's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. He kicks to Burke. And there's the drive. And Valanciunas pulls it down. Valanciunas has got 15 rebounds here tonight. Back to Snell. Pass to Murphy. Rockets with the rebound. Passes it to Christopher. Launches it. Hits the three-point bomb. Christopher's got 10 points in the quarter.
You know, maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that D can afford to give him.
Lewis against Marjanovic. Here's Hernan Gomez, and he drops in the layup off the glass. And Gomez has got his first 2 points.
Now that's where you like your shots to come from.
Burke, the pass to Marjanovic. That shot is off. Nice D from Valanciunas. The Pelicans shooting it brilliantly here lately. 60% from the field. Lewis with the three. And the rebound goes to Martin. Martin's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Burke. And another three for Houston.
That's a layup for him. He's just too open.
1:36 left in the fourth quarter. Pass to Murphy. Now here's Valanciunas. He's covered closely.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for New Orleans.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And so checking out their record tonight, that'll mark win number 32 overall.
And they've put themselves into the driver's seat in regards to the season series with this team. Tonight's win will give them a 2-1 edge with only one left to play.
You know, no matter what happens next time they meet, I think this was the biggest game they'll play against each other this season. Getting that 2-1 advantage means so much.
A fantastic show. And what an amazing all-around game it was.
For Zion Williamson.
Every time he shot it, it seemed like it was going to drop in. And if it didn't, everyone was surprised.
Here's Burke. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
And if you ask me what percentage of the time he's making that shot, my answer would be in the single digits.
Well, you can't be forcing a shot like that. You got to keep the ball moving. Get something better.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
And I think they can start that celebration right now. I mean, what a terrific team victory.
Lewis outside. So we see New Orleans taking the W here. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
And now let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline for our player of the game. David, take it away.
Thanks very much, Zion. You never let him back in the game tonight. How did you finish so strongly?
It's being consistent, not letting up after we get a big lead. Coach came and emphasized it at halftime, and then we just came out and stayed consistent.
Yeah, it was a wire-to-wire job tonight, man, and congrats on the win. Back to you.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.